Hello. So this is the follow-up of the first video. It just cut off because I had no more memory. So I'll try to wrap this up in 15 minutes. The follow-up of the story. I first of all, I don't have a reason to complain. I kind of feel like I'm kind of complaining and oh my life sucked or yada yada, and I don't think that's the case. I think I had very good things in my life. I was in abundance. I had everything that I could have wanted growing up, and I definitely don't want to be complaining about my parents. But I do want to make it clear that there is things that are wrong with the Jehovah's Witnesses in the way that when I got involved, that there were promises there, and uh, the whole way that it was not allowing me to grow as a person, was not allowing me to accept myself as a person, to know myself. So and when I left, they took my family away, they took my community away, which was traumatic. Already I was already in depression. So if I'm focused on that part of my life, because there's a lot of good things that have happened in my life, like video games. Like I had my computer when I'm 10 years old, so I could play all the video games I wanted, and uh, I was collecting music, CDs. I got interested in music and when I'm 11 years old, something like that. What listening to? I still remember the shows that I listened to on radio, and I watched TGIF and Seinfeld and Friends, and top five Music Plus. Uh, but then once I left school, and there's a lot of good things that have happened to me in school. I love school. I always said I love school. Uh, we went to different places like Galerie de la Capitale, Thetford Mines. Uh, there's a lot of fun things, and then when I was talking about how I love school, my parents were worried about me. They were worried about my spirituality. They were making it clear that I cannot go to post-secondary education. So and then my father had this construction. This was kind of the life-changing moment for me. The construction. Uh, he invited me to work in construction. I don't want to be complaining about my father either. It's just we were at different places in our life. For him, it was good for him to do construction, I think. But for me, since my personality was not good, and I was with adults when I was just with people that are not in my age group, which was not a good time because I think at that time when I'm 16 or 15 years old, I need to be around people my age, meeting people of the opposite sex. There's just no women there in construction. Uh, but I kept with it, and I worked super hard, 12-hour days for years, sometimes 14-hour days and 70-hour weeks of construction work, which was super difficult. Uh, and during the weekend, I would spend time with Jehovah's Witnesses. First of all, with my brother, we'd go to outings, meeting Jehovah's Witnesses from other congregations, going for I don't know parties. They had a couple parties, dance parties that were organized. There had the occasional weddings. We had graduation. I had my kind of graduation party that was kind of organized with other people that uh, I could make the CDs for, the music for. Uh, and once my brother, maybe it was like 2 years that we had that, hanging out with my brother and going to where he was going, visiting Jehovah's Witnesses or at different places. But then my brother got married and he moved to Montreal. So then I was hanging out with more a bit well different people, uh, and eventually started dating. Uh, so like activities like, I don't know, going to play pool, going to play basketball, watching movies, different things like that on in the weekend when I'm not doing going to meetings or uh, service. And I never missed meetings. I did my service also. I did my 10 hours of service whenever then I was getting more involved. After I got baptized, I was volunteering there. Anytime that they needed, I was praying in public. I was passing the mics. I was playing the tapes at the behind in the console, and doing the cleaning of the assembly hall. We never missed an assembly. I was doing talks. I started doing talks when I was 11, number two talks, and continued like that, and always prepared my and did comments and prepared my meetings. So I was more involved, and once I got baptized, I was a lot more involved. And then there's this girl I thought I'm gonna marry because but she needs to be 18, so I need to be waiting for her that she gets to 18 years old, and I had that plan that okay, we're gonna spend the rest of our life together, and she's the one and everything. But when we were like going out, and I'm going out with this other guy, and he's interested in this other sister in the congregation that moved. Like there's a big role. There's new people in the congregation. There's people that are visiting. There's people that are there for a summer and then they leave. And different interesting activities that are organized. Like one of the big activities I remember was going to the observatory at Mont Mégantic, Mountain, uh, and doing some boat there. That was cool. I love stars and astronomy, so it was interesting for me. Uh, and stargazing and stuff like that. Uh, but then I well, we dated for 8 months, me and this girl. Once I was 20 years old, so that kind of was a long wait while I was doing construction, like I said. And and then I got to work in construction. I left my father and uncle in the Maine, and I in Maine where I was working, and then in other places in the U.S. and moved to Quebec to be working on my own because I had my car. I got my driver's license pretty early on, like at 15, 16 years old, and I was driving alone without needing a temporary driver's license. And when I was working in Quebec, then I was working alone.